Hi, welcome to Crafty Little Things. I'm Andrea, and today I'm just going to be making this hexagon from book 21, A Big and Little Crochet. For those of you who don't know, Big and Little Crochet is a part work by a company called Crochet, who produce 2 of these books each week. They're part, I think there's 70 something books in the set, and they're £5.99, or I think it's about £12 with postage for 2 books, and you get gifts throughout the subscription as well, but you also get the materials to make a hexagon with each book, and then they all go together eventually to make a throw. Now we have had instruction on how to sew part of this together already, which I haven't done yet, but I will be doing very soon. And I'm sure adding the next lot will come pretty soon. So for this one I need some petrol yarn, which is this colour, some sky blue and some blush. Now you do get these yarns with every book, and these are the colours that we use. So we've got the teal, the blush, the rose, the slate grey, white, the sky, the river and the petrol. Okay, so you just keep all of your leftovers to use in your next and in future hexagons. So yeah, with this one I got a full ball of petrol, but I didn't need it. I don't really need it yet because I've still got this left over, which is enough to do this. And then leftover sky blue and blush, and I'm just starting a new sky blue. So, and you get the hook as well, the 4mm hook. So we're starting off using the blush, and we're going to start off this time with a 4-chain ring. So what you want to do is do your slip knot, so put your yarn over your fingers, cross it over, put your hook under your first strand and pull through the second strand, and then pull everything off your hook and off your fingers, sorry. This is your loop, this is your straggler, and this is your working yarn. Okay, if you pull your working yarn, it tightens your loop, and you want it so that it slides along your hook. If you're not sure how to do that, if this is the first time you've watched how to do a hexagon and you just want to particularly do this hexagon, then I'd advise you to go to my Absolute Beginners playlist, and there is a video that is totally about making the slip knot, and I'd advise you to just keep practicing over again until you've got it down before you try to do anything else. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom us in a little bit so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing, but this isn't like, this is tutorials intended for people who have some crocheting experience, so it's not going to be a sort of an absolute step-by-step. If there's any tricky bits or any bits where I think I might be able to give you a tip, then I will. But other than that, it's more of a crochet along. Okay. So we chain 4 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we slip stitch back into that first chain to make a ring. So put your hook into that stitch, pull through some yarn, and then pull it through the loop on your hook, and now you've got a ring. Now one tip I would give you is to make sure that you're sewing into the centre of that ring and not into a stitch, otherwise everything's going to just go off on a tangent. So then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the pattern tells us that that counts as a double crochet and 3 chains. Now this is in UK terms. Double crochet is a single crochet in US terms. So it's a double crochet and 3 chains. this is what we call a standing chain, or a standing stitch, and this just gives us our height and gets us started. So then what we want to do is a double crochet and 3 chains again. So for a double crochet, we just put our hook into that circle, grab some yarn, pull it through. So we've got 2 loops on a hook, yarn over and pull through 2. And then we chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we put our hook in again, pull through, yarn over, pull through a loop on a hook and chain 3. And then we do it again. And then we do it again. And we do this until we have 6 little pieces to sew into. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This will give us 5. And then we chain 3 again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will give us 6. So we come down, do a single crochet, and then we just want to join with a slip stitch into the first chain. So pop that into that chain, pull through some yarn and pull it through the loop on your hook. So now you can see we've got like a little flower going on. It's a little bit tricky to see, but we've got the circle and then we've got our 6 like little petals coming off it. So what we want to do now is we want to slip stitch into the 3 chain space. So we take our hook and we go into our first one of these spaces, grab some yarn, pull it through and pull it through our hook. And all this does is it puts us in the right place to be working out of this chain space. Don't accidentally go into the middle. And then we chain 2. And then we do a treble. So yarn over into that space, pull some yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That treble is a double in US terms. We chain 1. We do another treble into the same space. And then we do a half treble into the same space. So yarn over into the space, pull up a loop, so you've got 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Okay? Then we, in the next space, we yarn over, put our hook into the next space, pull up some yarn, so we've got 3 on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3, which is a half treble, half double in US terms. Then we do a treble, so yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we do a chain 1, then we do another treble in the same space and another half treble. So a double and a half double in US terms. And we do that all the way around. So yarn over into the next loop, into the next space, and do a half treble, then a treble, then a chain 1, then a treble, and then a half treble. Remember, these are doubles and half doubles in the US. Over into the next space, yarn over, hook in, pull through some yarn, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1, yarn over, into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. I'll do it again, yarn over, into the loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. Now we're at the end of this little piece. So what we want to do here is just join now with a slip stitch to the top of the chain 2, which acted as our first half treble. So push it in, pull it through and put it through the loop on the hook. And then we're going to fasten off that colour, so pull it through, snip it off. Right, so for this round we're going to use what's called spike stitches. Spike stitches go into the row before, okay, and we're going to start off with a spike stitch. So what you need to do is you need to find your double crochet, any double crochet from the row before. So we're looking at these stitches here. Go to the top, find the top of that stitch, put your hook in, loop your new colour over the top, over your hook, put it through that double crochet, and then go to the top of your work again and just pop those 2 strands across and pull through the loop on your hook. Now you've joined your yarn and you've done your first spike stitch. You see it goes from that row into the previous row. Now chain 2, and now you're going to work into these spaces, the chain 1 spaces that you had from the last round. And what you want to do into the space is a double crochet, so that's a single crochet in US. So hook in, pull through some yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, 4 chains, and then another double crochet in the same space. Single crochet in US, chain 2, and then you're going to do another spike stitch. So what you want to do is look for your double crochet from the row before, put your hook in to that stitch, grab some yarn, pull it through, yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook, chain 2, and you're into a corner again. Put your hook in the corner, do a double crochet, single in the US, chain 4 and a double crochet again, chain 2 and do your spike stitch. So your hook is into the top of the double crochet from the previous round, grab some yarn, pull it through, yarn over and pull through the 2 on your hook. It's exactly the same, you're just doing a double crochet or a single in the US, but you're just taking it down a level and pulling it through up to the top of your work. So pull chain 2, a double crochet into the next space, chain 4, crochet and the next space, single crochet in the US, chain 2, and it's a spike stitch again. So go down into that row, pull it up, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops on your hook, So this is for round 4. Once you've slip stitched into the top of your first spike stitch, what you want to do is slip stitch into this first chain space, which is where you've got your 2 chains. So put your hook in there, pull through some yarn, and then just pull it through the loop on your hook. And then you want to go into the double crochet. So your double crochet is this first stitch here that you did to sort of make a corner. So put your hook into there under those 2 loops, pull through some yarn and pull through the loop on your hook, and that's just to move you without changing the design of the piece or the shape of the piece into the place you need to be. So once you're there, you want to chain 3, and then you're going to put 2 trebles into this chain 4 space, okay, this corner space. So if you look at it, it's a bit like a star at the minute, so you want to be going into there. So yarn over, this is a double in the US, into that space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then do another one in that same space. Then 1 half double treble, so yarn over the half double treble, let me just check, half double treble, yarn over twice, yeah. So yarn over twice, hook through the stick into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 on the hook. Okay, so that's your half double treble. And then a double treble, so yarn over twice, hook into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then 3 trebles. So yarn over and 3 trebles. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So you've got your chain 3 there, which is acting like a double. Then you've got 2 doubles, a half double treble, a double treble, a half double treble, and 2 doubles, okay, in that one space. Now in US terms, they are a treble, you've got your 3 change each fractions, a double, then you've got a double, a half treble, and a treble, a half treble, and 2 doubles. Okay, yeah, that's right. So that's quite a mouthful. And now you want to double crochet into the spike stitch. So hook into the spike stitch, top of the spike stitch, which is get underneath those 2 on the top, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2, and there you are, anchored into that. And now we want to go into this chain 4 space again. So yarn over, and you want to do 3 doubles, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over. So actually 3 doubles, then yarn over twice into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over twice into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, and pop in 3 doubles, trebles in the US. Sorry, 3 trebles in the UK, 3 doubles in the US. And then we're going to double crochet or single crochet in US terms into the spike, and then we're going to do it all again. So we're going to double crochet, treble crochet into the petrol in the treble after the double crochet. So there's the double crochet, so there's the treble there then. Sorry, I joined it in the double crochet, that's where I went wrong. But luckily I could see where I'd gone wrong because I could see the pattern. So we've joined it then. And then I'm going to chain one, and that counts as a double crochet. Okay. And then I want to do a double crochet in the next stitch and a half treble in the next two. So yarn over. This looks more like it. In the next two. And then in the next one, which is our sort of highest point of our petal, I'm going to put two trebles, which are doubles in the US, two chains and two trebles. And this is changing our rounded ends into pointed ends. And then we want to put a half treble in each of the next two stitches. Bring it back down, and then a double in the next two. And so you can see that rounded edge is going into a point now. Then you miss a stitch and then double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, half treble in the next two, right, so it's really pretty that already, isn't it? I like it like that. So then for the final round, we're just going to edge it off and bring these sides up a little bit so that they're more like a hexagon. So we're going to join the blush 20 chain 2 space, which is one of the points. And what we're going to do here is chain 3, which counts as a double crochet and 2 chains. And then we're going to put a double crochet in the chain 2 space. So what we've effectively got in there is a double crochet, 2 chains and a double crochet. And then we're going to put a double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So starting with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a half treble, so yarn over into the stitch, pull through all 3, then a treble, which is yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, into the next one, and then another treble in the next stitch, and then a half treble in the next stitch, and then a double in the next four, and then a double, 2 chains and a double into the chain 2 space. So a double, 2 chains and a double, which is where we started off at the beginning, if you think about it. And then I suppose we'll repeat that along. So we'll put a double in each of the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a single in US terms. And then we're going to put a half treble, so yarn over, which is a half double in US terms. And then we're going to put 2 trebles, one in the next one and one in the next. And then we're going to half treble, and then we're going to put 4 doubles. Might need blocking just to get it into some shape, but that is our, I'll zoom out a little bit, that's our sunflower hexagon, and it's really pretty. Look at that. A little bit tricky in places, but it is really pretty. So that's it. I'm up to date now. I'm up to date, and yeah, I've got all this yarn. I've got tons of it, bundles of it. What's nice. So yeah, so I'm going to start doing some other projects now.